Wangler with you, just underway here in the first half of this one on the National Soccer Network. Is that clock correct? You guys there? Hello? Hey, are you guys there? So just underway in this one. Rush Silicon Valley going from right to left on your screen. North Coast FC Seoul from left to right. Settle this one wide outside of the 18 as now they work it back to the 40. Rush right now 10th in the league for club standings, 1-0-4 on the year. One win coming over Afghan Premier, that one back in April the 12th, a 2-1 winner in that one. But a matchup between two teams who are right now bottom three in the league for clubs. The NorCal Conference of the league for clubs. Now an offsides call that'll turn the ball over. For Rush, though, Anthony Moran has been key. 4 goals so far in the year. Khalid Aramdani also has a goal. 5 goals for this team. Those two have been the ones to contribute them. It's a cloudy day here in this part of California, though, as you see on the horizon. No rain in the area. Wind is kicking around quite a bit, though. Rush plays it up the far sidelines as they attempt a through ball, but stepping up. Send that one away as the goalie for NorCal Coast FC Seoul. And a throw-in coming up here for Rush. But fell to Oakland SC 2-1 last time out. Young team just trying to gel and find their rhythm. On the other side for North Coast FC Seoul, last place right now in the NorCal Conference, as just mentioned a little bit ago. So nearly 5 minutes into this one played up ahead. Bleeds into goal where it's picked up there, and Rush will send it away about 5 minutes into this first half. Again, a big thanks to everyone joining us here on the National Soccer Network. Make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube page. Bringing you all League for Clubs action. Busy weekend this weekend. Trying to force it up the near sideline. Sent out of bounds there. David Vieira was the one that was carrying it. And the throw-in now coming up for Rush. Nearly 5 minutes into this first half. For North Coast, they've gotten some offense. Some different contributions, different points of the season. Again, just haven't found a way to actually come out on top. This one worked free for an opportunity, maybe for a cross here. Anthony Moran himself, and he's called offsides. So possession back the other direction here for North Coast. Again, Moran is the focus for this Rush team. 4 goals on the year, was looking across that one, but gives it right back here to North Coast. Again, 3 goals, 5-3 loss to Albion SC Silicon Valley for North Coast. And Ivan Barbara, Sebastian Contras been the front runners, at least on the offensive side for this side. All the way back into goal where it's settled down here for North Coast. As they play this one back in their defensive half. Can also take a peek at the standings around the league for clubs. I know we're giving you a look at the NorCal Conference. Can also give you a look at what's going on elsewhere in the standings. You know, also give you a look at those stat leaders as well. Oakland SC right now really benefiting from one player in particular. First, here's Moran handling it baseline and carries it out of bounds. I'll give it right back here to North Coast. Nearly about 10 minutes into this first half. But Alexander Bernier has been exceptional for Oakland SC. 11 goals so far on the season. Elijah Alba and Luis Ramirez for FC Davis in Napa Valley, both with 7 goals back behind him. Knew Napa Valley was going to be tough. They attempted through ball that time that's sent away from Moran and out of bounds, but Rush throws it right back in and gets back to work. So they play it back to their own 40. One that's fed through, but right on goal where it's picked up there. Lifted out near side. Severa. They bleed one through, but another offsides is called. That time it was Boris Ruiz. Just a step or two out in front of that line. North Coast carrying it in their own end. Nearly 10 minutes gone in this first half. Played up ahead. They have numbers, but denied defensively. Mohamed Walazada snuck the foot in and sent that one away, but it puts North Coast in a good position here. Of course, coming into this matchup, really focused for both of these two teams, not only to get off the schneid, but just try to find some sort of rhythm. Seen some good play and stretches, but just some inconsistencies. Our first corner of the game, though, coming up here for North Coast. Rifled near post, but that one out of bounds, and a goal kick upcoming here. Rush plays it out as we bleed past 10 minutes. Moran being pressured by Valencia. Play a deep ball near side. Terrazas, or rather Moran, as it cycled away off his foot. And it leads to a counterattack. Jimenez. That one go out of bounds off of his foot. Right back here to Rush. Terrazas tries to feed it up the near sidelines. Moran handles it there. Tries to dance around a couple of defenders before they work it back further into their own zone. Mohamed Walizada manning that back line. Back line that has been tested already in this early season. This one's deflected out of bounds. Rush will take possession. Here with nearly 13 minutes gone. Of course, we'll be keeping a close eye on some of those other games going on here tonight. San Rafael taking on FC Davis. Iron Rose also facing Oakland FC. Their ball game tonight. I'll give you a rundown of those standings here in a little bit. We approach 15 minutes gone. About a third of the way into this first half. These two still trying to feel each other out. North Coast trying to find an alley. Player gets upended that time, so free kick upcoming. As Micah Hosey gets cut down. Ball that's played through. Oh, played through and beautifully, but not quite timed up. It's sent right back into Rush's zone. Just across 15 minutes in this first half. No real attempts on in the first 15. Getting kind of a feeling out process right now between these bottom three teams, and that might change here quickly. Great ball up ahead. Vieira centers it. Moran tries to filter it through, but can't quite put it on target. As they play it out. North Coast deep in their own defensive zone. Kind of forcing the hand of that front line for Rush, Silicon Valley. North Coast has numbers. Boris Ruiz has it taken away. Seeing Ruiz nearly put a couple through so far in this early season. Again, just those 2 goals to speak of for North Coast, and that's kind of been the big complaint. Afghan Premier getting their first one of the season over them last time out 3-0, and I'm sure even they would tell you they have higher expectations than that. It was a tough start to the year for Afghan Premier. Didn't have any trouble handling this squad the last time they faced each other. Good through ball. No offsides called. Shot on and a save. Rebound, Moran there. Circles one back up top before getting it back himself. Looks for a lane to center one in. And a deflection that's collected along that back line still. Back out atop the 18 and nobody there. As North Coast will get away with one and get this ball back. Nearly 20 minutes in, they'll get ready to send this one away. Moran off the turnover. Rappo. Near side, Terrazas has it stripped away from him. Marone just too athletic. Able to track that ball down as he tries to spin off a defender. It's out of bounds and a throw-in upcoming here for Rush. Everything when it comes to the build-up and the way that this team goes out and gets goals for Rush Silicon Valley really focused on how can we get Moran the ball and put him in good opportunities. As they leave with this one in the middle, good build-up. Marone, ball through, and a save. Almost put that one on a silver platter, but a good stop. Keep this one tied at 0 as we approach 20 minutes. It was Valencia who was handling it. Gives it up. Boris Ruiz has it stripped away from him. Oh, nice touch. Playing it out wide, looking for a lane. Another offsides is called. And you saw that one pretty blatantly. David Vieira just too far out in front. Gives it back to North Coast here. Taking a look at that NorCal Conference standings, though. Right now, FC Davis has been unstoppable. Playing tonight, 6-0-0 on the year. Napa Valley right behind them, just one less win. 5-0-0 on the season. 21 goals for, 7 goals against, as you take a look at some of the conditions here tonight. It is cloudy. Haven't seen much rain coming down, but certainly threatening to do so. Of course, obviously, with playing in the turf field, it makes it a little bit easier. You don't have to worry about the grass getting bogged down nearly as much and dealing with some of those things, but you are dealing with the conditions. Of course, it is a comfortable night all told. Calm, just a little overcast. Rush works a turnover for a shot that's high. Mejia Velasquez thought he would try that one on net and just missed putting it in top shelf. 21:55 in, and a goal kick upcoming here for North Coast. But Napa Valley 5-0-0 on the season. Oakland SC 4-1-1. They're sitting right in third place there. And we were talking about how good they've been on the offensive end. They continue to prove that. Fuego, U23, 4-0-2, and then San Ramon FC 3-1-1 on the year. Nearly 25 minutes gone in this first half. Oh, that was a mistake. A turnover in a good spot. Attempted cross back far post. Alex Terrazas was able to work the turnover, both him and Moran, that is, creating issues. Now Moran has it on his foot. Tries to cycle one back in front. They got a man. Shot there, and it's in! Moran off the great feed. Puts it right on the foot of Donald Rappo. And Rush rushes out to the 1-0 lead here in the first half. By the way, a score update on some of those other games that are going on is Donald Rappo, that is, gets his first goal of the season. But right now, as it stands, 19 minutes in, Oakland SC with a 2-0 lead. Appreciate Jimmy Co. on YouTube chipping in the comments section. You guys have been going back and forth all game here tonight. K goes with Rush. Rushes out to the 1-0 lead. That's all you got, announcer. How about you come do it? 24-25 into this first half. I jest. You can come do it if you want to. I mean, I wouldn't mind having a color commentator. That'd be pretty nice. Help me hold down the fort a little bit. Taking a look at the rest of that NorCal standings. Albion SC Silicon Valley right now 2-1-3 on the season. Sitting in that 7th spot. Ball played up along the far side as they try to circle one back towards the middle. Head bodies there. But can't get one on target. It's Rappo again who plays it up the far sidelines for Rush. Closing in on the final 15 here in the first half. And another great through ball. Chance for Moran. A little shake and bake. He's got an open goal, but he can't get it through. Great defensive awareness to bail out the goaltender that time. North Coast saves a goal for the moment, but a corner upcoming. Excellent defensive work. Thought for sure that Moran was going to walk into one there. But instead, they'll set up the corner. You're up 1-0, 26 minutes in. Kay leaves another comment, says, meet me at Snack Shack at half, and we can switch. I'll give you Little Caesars. I mean, I wouldn't mind Little Caesars. It's some good stuff from time to time. Not my go-to, but whatever. Here's the corner upcoming. They loop it into the heart. Ping-ponging around, opportunity for a drive on, but it kicks out wide. Whistle sounds, looks like a foul, or maybe an offsides called, I believe. That'll give the ball back here to North Coast FC Seoul, down 1-0, 26:41 in. Afghan Premier FC right now in 8th place, though, 1-0-3 on the year. So finally able to get that one win. Iron Rose with one, Rush Silicon Valley, as we mentioned, with one. So they could go up a couple of spots with a win here tonight. And then Bay Valley, San Rafael, and North Coast FC Seoul, all of them still in search of their first win on the year. I've gotten to cover a couple of Bay Valley games, and not for lack of offense, just haven't found a way to finish games they've been in. North Coast with room. Cervera plays one off to his left. Rush able to wrestle it back. Moran quick to get there. Somehow keeps this one in play. A little cross, a little sauce, looking to line something up, tries to drop it off. But an errant pass that Rush is somehow able to hold on to. Here Velasquez. As he looked for a cross, they get one into the heart. Vieira trying to chase it down, and it is out of bounds. It'll be another corner here for Rush. Some excellent offensive pressure here early in this game. They work out another corner here and another chance to send one on. So we approach the final 15. We also have Ryan in the comment section on YouTube. Says it's his 59th birthday as this corner is sent away. Congratulations, Ryan. Big number 59. Do you have any birthday plans? Should do anything? I actually got number 29 coming up, so big party there. One step away from 30. Can't tell you how elated I am. Rush with possession in their own zone. Nearly 30 minutes into this first half. Moran fits it onto the foot of Terrazas. Works it back to him, and an offsides is called again. Early release. And he's out in front of that one. You can tell he's being aggressive and trying to work himself into good spots. Resulted in that last goal. That time just a step too quick. North Coast will get possession back. Coming up at halftime, we'll take a look. Some of our stats and figures and a rundown. Just the one goal separating these two teams right now. Donald Rappo with the one. Ron nearly works out a good turnover there. Just past 30 minutes. Far side, looking for an opportunity to cross. They do, but a header is sprayed wide. Had a man and put it right into the heart. Just couldn't finish off the opportunity. I believe that was Micah Hosey on the cross, right in the middle. Adam Cervera. That header deflects wide, and with 31-18, Rush will send it away. All in all, though, in the league for clubs, you have 5 different conferences. And the NorCal playing right now, starting to shape out and seeing some of the teams separate themselves from the pack. Again, we were talking about it earlier. Napa Valley yet to lose a game. They looked really good. I got to cover them a few weeks ago. FC Davis right now undefeated on the year, 6-0-0. It seems like Oakland SC is on their way to a potential another victory right now. Give you updates on that one as we go. Last update I got, 2-0 lead, 19 minutes in. That one nearing halftime, though. This one's angled towards the near post, but saved there, and it'll be sent away. Held by Rush in their own half. Moran with a man all over him. Draws a whistle. Looked to rush the process a little bit, but they'll pull him back. As that one actually goes out of bounds, and so North Coast will have it back. Of course, FC Davis, right now 3 of the 4 top assist leaders in the league. You talk about what makes a team dangerous, their ability to move the ball. Fernandez Kim with 5. Solari Namin with 3. And Olsen Zwick chipping in a pair. Looks like Oakland SC is up 2-0, 34 minutes in. Jimmy Coe coming in clutch with another scoreboard update. Nearly 35 minutes in. And again, Rush taking that early 1-0 lead. Donald Rappo with his first of the season. Good build up here, could add another. Towards the top of the box. Shot there, and it's in! A banger from Vieira. And he doubles up the lead. It's 2-0. A Top shelf banger from the top of the 18. Burns the goalie, and it's 2-0 Rush Silicon Valley. And how good has their ball movement and possession looked in this first half? Overwhelming at times. Tough for North Coast to get anything going in transition. 2-0. Ryan goes, what's the score of the Madrid game? I'm not exactly entirely certain. Can probably Google it here in a moment. Ball played in. North Coast trying to play another ball over top. Opportunity turned away as it's carried by Rappo out near side for Moran. All in all, been a pretty smooth game so far, though. All told, 2 goals in this one for Rush Silicon Valley, but no cards being handed out. Chippy play's been kept to a medium, just fast up and down play, and right now it's Rush. A little bit overwhelming on the offensive side. Great build-up, and it's resulted in a pair of goals. So they'll try to flip one again here as we approach the final minutes here of half number 1. Oh, what a dish. Moran on the left, and it's wide. Oh, he had position, but sends that one wide of net. Let's see. In fact, maybe he was offsides, and it looks like that may have been the case. Can't see the referee on that angle, but does send it wide nonetheless, and North Coast will escape him tripling up that lead already. Throw in here for North Coast on the near side. Whatever it is, this slow buildup that North Coast has been trying to use in this first half has not resulted in much for them. Moran gives it up for a drive that's high. Had a great opportunity, but that one sprayed a little bit high of net. Other update on that other game that's going on right now. Looks like Oakland did concede a goal. So 2-1, 41 minutes into that game. So actually tracking pretty closely to the one we have in front of us. Rush, though, fairly close. Have already doubled up their goals from the last time they were out. A shutout in that game against Afghan Premier. Got two in a 2-0 lead here late in this first half. Working the ball back to the top of the 18 here. And looks like an offside is called. Rush will get to send this one away. Oh, look at this ball. A little 2-on-2. Drive and a save. Just got a hand on it. Saves what would have been the third, but works out to be a corner. And odd man rushes like this one have defined what Rush has done in this first half. Excellent save, and it works out to a corner. Ball into the mix. Sent away, but only momentarily as Rush tries to lob one back in. A left-footed banger that's high and curls wide. Goal kick upcoming. By the way, it's Galindo in goal for Rush here tonight. On the other side, it's Cortez manning the net. Rush just working it along the back line and maybe a big turnover. Worked right back, but a save. Galindo on top of it, able to track it down, but then a foul here near side. Or check that, out of bounds. I believe Rush will get possession back here across 45 minutes, so officially into added time here. And that'll be the first half. So after 45-plus minutes of play, 2-0 lead in favor of Rush. First goal coming from Donald Repo, the second coming from David Vieira as they carry that 2-0 lead into halftime. We'll set it aside, be right back for half number 2, give you a look at how that first one went down, see if Rush Silicon Valley can't get their second win of the year, or maybe North Coast can put together a little comeback right here on the National Soccer Network.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Go get it, Doug.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
In our online world, we have access to endless communication channels. But despite our online connections, one dynamic will always separate the value in a phone call from an email, and that's relationship. Growing businesses and customer relationships live and die by the phone system, and an enterprise phone solution is the key to bridging the communication gap between you and your customers. At Spectrum VoIP, we exist to make sure your communication is seamless, consistent, and reliable. With simple pricing and reliable support, we dramatically reduce your telecommunication expenses. We come to you to install, train, and onboard your team, and our 24/7 support team is always available to help. Our interactive web portal has endless features that include the real-time data you need, the ability to record, download, and re-listen to phone calls, and sending SMS text messages straight from your computer. And the best part is that all of this is available in the palm of your hand. Since reliability is one of your top priorities, we make it one of ours. So what makes us different? We don't just connect your phones. We power your connection with your customers, your team, and your next level as a business.
you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Go get it, Doug.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
In our online world, we have access to endless communication channels. But despite our online connections, one dynamic will always separate the value in a phone call from an email, and that's relationship. Growing businesses and customer relationships live and die by the phone system, and an enterprise phone solution is the key to bridging the communication gap between you and your customers. At Spectrum VoIP, we exist to make sure your communication is seamless, consistent, and reliable. With simple pricing and reliable support, we dramatically reduce your telecommunication expenses. We come to you to install, train, and onboard your team, and our 24/7 support team is always available to help. Our interactive web portal has endless features that include the real-time data you need, the ability to record, download, and re-listen to phone calls, and sending SMS text messages straight from your computer. And the best part is that all of this is available in the palm of your hand. Since reliability is one of your top priorities, we make it one of ours. So what makes us different? We don't just connect your phones. We power your connection with your customers, your team, and your next level as a business.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Go get it, Doug.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
In our online world, we have access to endless communication channels. But despite our online connections, one dynamic will always separate the value in a phone call from an email, and that's relationship. Growing businesses and customer relationships live and die by the phone system, and an enterprise phone solution is the key to bridging the communication gap between you and your customers. At Spectrum VoIP, we exist to make sure your communication is seamless, consistent, and reliable. With simple pricing and reliable support, we dramatically reduce your telecommunication expenses. We come to you to install, train, and onboard your team, and our 24/7 support team is always available to help. Our interactive web portal has endless features that include the real-time data you need, the ability to record, download, and re-listen to phone calls, and sending SMS text messages straight from your computer. And the best part is that all of this is available in the palm of your hand. Since reliability is one of your top priorities, we make it one of ours. So what makes us different? We don't just connect your phones. We power your connection with your customers, your team, and your next level as a business.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Go get it, Doug.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
In our online world, we have access to endless communication channels. But despite our online connections, one dynamic will always separate the value in a phone call from an email, and that's relationship. Growing businesses and customer relationships live and die by the phone system, and an enterprise phone solution is the key to bridging the communication gap between you and your customers. At Spectrum VoIP, we exist to make sure your communication is seamless, consistent, and reliable. With simple pricing and reliable support, we dramatically reduce your telecommunication expenses. We come to you to install, train, and onboard your team, and our 24/7 support team is always available to help. Our interactive web portal has endless features that include the real-time data you need, the ability to record, download, and re-listen to phone calls, and sending SMS text messages straight from your computer. And the best part is that all of this is available in the palm of your hand. Since reliability is one of your top priorities, we make it one of ours. So what makes us different? We don't just connect your phones. We power your connection with your customers, your team, and your next level as a business. In our online world, we have access.
And a welcome back in on the National Soccer Network, second half of our League for Clubs action between Rush Silicon Valley and North Coast FC Seoul. That first half featuring a pair of goals for Rush Silicon Valley, the first of which coming from Donald Rappo, his first of the season. Also added another one from David Vieira later in that first half, also his first of the year. So now 4 different goal scorers for this Rush Silicon Valley team as they try to cap this one off and get their second win of the season. Welcome back in, everybody. Again, National Soccer Network and our coverage of League for Clubs action, the NorCal Conference. Here in sunny, albeit tonight, cloudy, California. Rush will begin with possession. And here's a look at our weather here in San Jose. 56 degrees, again, cloudy wind at 9 miles an hour, but fortunately, have not had to deal with what we thought would be the rain, at least just looking at the conditions. All has been well to this point as we get ready to roll here in half number 2. And we are underway. Rush now moving from left to right. North Coast moving right to left. Rush beginning with possession in their own half. Something we talked about a little bit during the first half has been a clean game so far. These two teams just playing fast and free. Let's see if Rush can find a way to put together an effective attack the way that they did in that first half. Again, just kind of overwhelming, not just with their possession, but their build-up. Really put them in some solid spots. Out wide here. Hector Sandoval. Dominic Hertz. Hertz circles back. Hector Mejia Velasquez actually leads Rush in yellow cards. He has 2 of them. Trying to set up the offense here. Vieira, who scored the first goal, turned away. It's out of bounds. He'll retain possession, though, just 2 minutes in. Sandoval again. Cross towards that far post, but picked up there. Cortez, who's been forced into making a couple of saves already early on in this one. Rush with an attempt on that can't get through, but taken right back. Handling it there. Sending one. Vieira has it knocked down. Alex Terrazas, though, battling it over possession wide of the box. So now our good friend Random Aussie drops into the comment section. He's just on a rampage right now. Welcome back, friend. Rush has been playing with the tilted pitch on their side all night tonight. This one gets batted around and picked up here along the back line. Kind of feel for Cortez a little bit. The defense just not able to take any of the pressure off of him. So he gets ready to try and boot this one away. And Amasi said it's 37 degrees Fahrenheit where he is in Australia. I just figured Australia was warm all the time. I guess that's a stereotype. I've never been. At least I can't say. Cross and a deflection that results in another corner here for Rush, holding a clear advantage in that way. As you see, the lights are on here at the stadium. Darkness encompassing the pitch here. That'll work out a corner here for Rush 5 minutes into the second half. By the way, in that second half, the Oakland SC game right now, 2-1, Oakland SC out in front to begin that second half, 46 minutes in. Got Random Aussie, and we also got Chicken Kangaroo checking in as well. I've never seen a chicken kangaroo before in my life. That sounds horrifying. Offsides, and a pretty clear one there for Rush. Possession back to North Coast FC. Chicken Kangaroo saying, I've seen negative Fahrenheit. We could say the same thing here. Some places in the good old US of A that can get down pretty far during the winter months. Cortez maybe trying to play this one deep and give his guys a chance here. Take a look at the upcoming schedules for both of these two sides as well. Obviously, the road not getting any easier on either side. For North Coast, more questions than answers, at least through the first 50 minutes and some change of this one. Rush smelling that third goal. Dominic Hertz drops it off for Hector Sandoval. Right back to Sandoval as they try to flip the field. Taken in by Terrazas. Walks that back line. Oh, a beautiful feed, but can't connect. Retreating there, Jackson Cho. Able to step in front of Anthony Moran and send that one out. Another corner upcoming here for Rush. Corner sent in and punched away. Cortez stands up tall. Goal kick coming here for Cortez. We're looking at the schedule for North Coast. A couple of tough matchups. May the 10th, you got San Ramon. Fuego U23, both of those games at home and then back on the road. They take on Napa Valley 1839 FC, also Oakland SC in consecutive games. You talk about a gauntlet. That's going to be a tough stretch, week 11. May 20th and the 24th. Great feed in a good spot, but that one whistled wide. North Coast nearly played one over the top and took advantage of it. Saw an opportunity to slice the lead in half, but couldn't send one on. Galindo settles it down as they roll it back out. Nearly 10 minutes gone here in the second half. So those two in a 4-day stretch, and then Bay Valley, which should be a winnable game. San Rafael again, and then Iron Rose on June the 7th to wrap up 25 regular season for North Coast. Couple substitutions coming in here for Rush. Emiliano Zolano in for Rush Silicon Valley just past 10 minutes here in the second half. By the way, correction on one of the numbers for Rush, number 17, Rolando Gonzalez. That is Gonzalez wearing 17 tonight. Looks like Oakland SC right now holding on to that lead. Just past 15 minutes in that game, still leading 2-1. Can credit Jimmy Coe on YouTube giving us updates on some of those games that are going on, keeping a close eye on what's happening across the league for clubs. You can also take a peek at what's upcoming for Rush Silicon Valley. North Coast working it out of their own zone. Good ball here. Center back towards the middle on the one-timer. Off time and off target. White jersey streaking down the middle, just couldn't connect with him. It is out of bounds, and now corner kick here for North Coast, and their first since early in that first half. So it looks like Oakland was actually just able to strike. 52nd minute leading that one, now 4-1. A chance for North Coast to cut it in half. Far post. Ball still loose. Opportunity for a drive on. They get it through, but it's sprayed wide. They had an opportunity. It is deflected, so that means another corner upcoming here for North Coast. I believe that was Logan Jimenez in the middle of the mix. That got the bad deflection, but they'll have another opportunity to send one on. Crossed in. Wide of everybody. Out wide of the 18 and out of bounds. Just shy of that corner flag. And a throw in for Rush there deep in their own zone. The other side for Rush, Silicon Valley. They have the test of all tests coming up after this one on May the 10th. Take on FC Davis in that ball game. And who is yet to lose a game this season. San Ramon FC immediately after them as they get possession back off the throw in here. The game against San Ramon, May the 17th. San Rafael, May the 25th. Fuego U23 as they enter June. And then Bay Valley and Albion SC Silicon Valley. So a winnable schedule towards the end of it. We'll see how they stack up in that next game. Talk about measuring stick games going up against someone like FC Davis. Certainly give you an indication as to where you are as a team. Trying to cap off win number 2 if they can continue business as usual here tonight as we get ready to cross that 60-minute plateau. Gonzalez. Great turnover here for North Coast, and a save turned away by Galindo. Full extension, able to deny Boris Ruiz. And that is huge, keeps it 2-0, but another corner here for North Coast if they've gotten a few in just the last minute. Galindo Superman extension to keep that one out of the back of the net. Advantageous turnover nearly results in one for North Coast. Instead, they go to the corner. Into the mix in an attempted header. Didn't take a good bounce off the head of Sebastian Contras. It's out of bounds and a goal kick upcoming here for Galindo. Was not tested a lot in that first half. But so far so good. Responding well in half number 2. That one certainly helps. Keeps the shutout intact. Jimmy Coe commenting, did all the wrenches scare the comment section away? I believe they're still watching. I just think they enjoy watching. I appreciate you stopping in with all those updates. So appreciate all you guys following along again here on the National Soccer Network. Feel free to like and subscribe. We also talk about League for Clubs action inside the game. Morning show weekdays 9 to 10 a.m. on NSN. Give you a look at everything going on around the NorCal Conference, stat breakdowns, as well as reactions to everything that goes on, the comings and goings here in this league this weekend. Again, not the only game we got going on right now, as Jimmy Coe was giving us an update on what's going on with Oakland SC. Of course, they're in the top 3 right alongside alongside the likes of FC Davis, as well as Napa Valley, who has really built a reputation in their area of California. You talk about a team that has obviously gone through a lot of transitions with the different leagues and breaking away from the previous league, but they have a reputation for winning. North Coast trying to mount a comeback, and a ball that's sent on and an easy save. Galindo watches it in. The League for Clubs starting to develop that identity. They've added some expansion teams. And at least so far to this point of the year, the NorCal Conference has provided us a lot of exciting moments. Looking for more fireworks still yet for Rush in the second half. They handle it towards the top, and a save there. Cortez gets dirty and pulls it in. Kevin Elvier worked it back to the right foot. Look at the pressure here from Gonzalez. Forces the release from Cortez as they try to fit it up the far sidelines. Now it looks like Oakland has officially hit the gas in their game, 5-1 at the 59th minute. And that's exactly what it's looked like this year. We were giving you a look at those stat breakdowns a little earlier. I haven't asked for specifics on who is scoring those goals, but if I were to have a guess, Alexander Bernier is probably somewhere in the mix there. Had 11 goals coming into the game here tonight. His number 11 here for Rush handles it into the offensive end. And an open opportunity. Working it back middle, and he scores. Moran. Some wizardry to make it a 3-0 lead. And look at this footwork. Whoop. Excuse me. Moran makes it a hat trick here for Rush. Go ahead and give him his 5th goal of the season, leading the way for this Rush Silicon Valley team. And it's been all Rush through the first 65 minutes. You're talking about Oakland SC. All gas, no brakes. Same thing in this one for Rush Silicon Valley. Thought here for a moment, North Coast was able to work out a couple of good opportunities, a handful of crosses, some chances in front of net, but Galindo standing tall, and they're able to reward him on the other side. 3 different goal scorers here tonight. Anthony Moran, Donald Rappo got the first of which. Then Rolando, that is Gonzalez, getting the second one back in that first half. Again, that comment coming in from Maya Gutierrez Zamudino saying 17 on Rush is Rolando Gonzalez. I appreciate you guys dropping in and leaving those comments. Just going off of the information that's provided to me. Just past 65 minutes in. Kevin Wynn. Boris Ruiz. Rainbows one far post. Able to pick it up there is Galindo. He wastes no time trying to set up a counterattack. Ruiz off his right. Now one that's angled back towards the far end and headed away. Terrazas had no choice but to step in and head that one out, and another corner upcoming here for North Coast. Christian's asking on YouTube if we can get station identification. Well, here's your station identification. You're watching League for Clubs action on the National Soccer Network. If we were on radio, we would have to identify what station we were from. I don't believe we have to do so because we are live streaming. I'm just the guy that says the words. Corner upcoming here for North Coast as they try to break through on the scoreboard. Rush heads it away atop the 18, a chance to send one on there as they work it here to the near side. They cross it into the mix and head it away. That Defensive back line standing tall for Rush here tonight. And it's led to free sprints the other direction. Like one they're trying to get here. Oh, good ball. Back towards the middle, sent away. Alex Terrazas was right there. Now Rappo looks to assist on one after scoring one. To the far end and a swing and a miss. I believe that was Terrazas again that he tried to find. Moran out wide. Back to him. Jimmy Coe chirping in on YouTube saying, "You're watching the League for Clubs on NSN." That is true, Jimmy. That is our station ID, National Soccer Network. I've said it a couple of times here tonight. Like, subscribe, follow along on the page. All your League for Clubs action right here on NSN. And again, a league that is in its development stages, trying to build kind of much like this company is in a lot of ways. Trying to get involved in their communities. And that was a part of a lot of conversations I had coming into calling these games, is that's really the focus of these teams here, growing the sport, creating something new that everybody can get behind, but it's a big part of it. It's growing these communities through the game of soccer. Soccer is the engine. Hard tackle that time. Emilio Zolano gets upended. Fortunately back to his feet though. And a set piece upcoming here for Rush. Searching for Moran. And a ball that's tipped out. It will be a corner upcoming here for Rush. All the way to the far side. Mohamed Walizada. Can't track it down there. Whatever it is that North Coast has tried to find here tonight, the one thing Rush has done an exceptional job of is forcing their hand. It's been tough to navigate through this defense. They've got a couple of really good through balls, but nothing to show for it. Seeing time start to work against them here late in this one. Good ball over the top. Cortez there to grab it. They look to cross one here. Drive from up top. Galindo shuffles over and gets in front of it. Oh, look at this. Rolando Gonzalez trying to fight that one back. Gets in a little bit of a hand fight as this ball bleeds all the way into goal, and they'll play it here near side. I know I mentioned this earlier, but really clean game to this point. Kind of impressed by that. For Rush Silicon Valley, at least to this point, pitching a perfect game on the defensive end. Galindo puts a boot into it. Gonzalez trying to run onto it. He's got it out wide of the 18. A touch towards the middle of the box. And what do we have here? It will be a penalty shot coming up. A hard tackle in the box. In Rush Silicon Valley can make it a 4-0 lead here inside of 15. Rappo the one to take it. Rappo, who came into tonight without a goal, can get his second of the night. Firmly land himself in second place in scoring on this team. Lines it up. And pings it home. Rappo is for real. His second of the night. It's a 4-0 lead. Rush is running away with it. Tough tackle in the box allows for that penalty shot, and now it is 4-0. Here inside of 15 minutes in the second half, and it'll give Rush an opportunity to get some fresh bodies on. Saw Miguel Rivera in that mix getting on for the first time here tonight, but what a performance by Donald Rappo. 2 in this one. Anthony Moran with the other one. Rolando Gonzalez also chipping in with a goal of his own. As we approach the final 10. But a 4-0 lead, I repeat, a 4-0 lead in favor of Rush Silicon Valley. Here we're just outside of 10 to go. We talked about the tough schedule they have coming up, but something like this could certainly help in the confidence. Anytime you have to take on FC Davis, it'd be nice to have this one to carry into that. And of course, they want to complete the shutout, but maybe not without putting one more last one in. Tough tackle there. Nothing called, though. As Rush gets it right back for a ball that's through the middle and sent wide. Emmanuel Lopez had it on a silver platter, but just sprayed it wide of the intended target. What's the situation here? Are we retrieving a soccer ball? That ball sent away. Play stopped. Here with 80-plus minutes to go. Or 80-plus minutes in, that is. One more last update, by the way, in that Oakland SC game. 75 minutes in. Oakland moves to second place. 5-1 lead. Final 15 minutes of that ball game. As we work our way inside of the final 10 here. And what has been a thorough performance from beginning to end for Rush. It's not been without a couple of blemishes, but even we saw Galindo earlier come up with a huge save. As he'll settle it here and get ready to send it off. Do they have still one more in them? Crossed middle, Moran, you bet. He does it again. This kid is unstoppable. 5-0 in a beauty off the one-time touch. Hits us with the signature emote afterwards. 5-0 the lead. Rush is just having fun with it now. That now extends his total to 6 goals on the season. Of course, those 5 here tonight matching the 5 they had coming into the game. Again, I repeat, 5-0 lead for Rush Silicon Valley. At 5 coming in, Anthony Moran at 4. Khalid Aramdani at the other. But 2 multi-goal scorers here tonight. Anthony Moran, Donald Rappo that is. And again, Rolando Gonzalez with the other. Moran with room to operate. Drops one off for a drive that's just sizzled. A little bit wide of that far post. Again, coming up on Monday, Inside the Game, our weekly show on the National Soccer Network. Take a look back at this weekend and everything that happened in the league for clubs, give you our look at the stats as well as our breakdowns of the action, what to expect in some of the upcoming matchups. And in a game between two teams that were in the bottom three, did not necessarily expect this coming in. Again, we talked about North Coast has been able to score a couple of goals this year, but three of them against Albion FC Silicon Valley, but for whatever reason tonight, they've just gone cold. Things have really gotten away from them here in the second half. The 5-0 lead in favor of Rush now as we approach just 5 minutes. You could just play a little keep away ball here. Don't have to force anything up the field. Of course, I say that they haven't really been forcing anything here tonight. Everything's been coming with ease. North Coast looking to at least break the tie or break the scoreless drought, but it's saved by Galindo. Off the left foot, all the way to that far end. Sebastian Contras trying to put one through as that one sprayed off the football goalpost. The other of the footballs. Looked like their best opportunity yet, just a little too high. It's worth noting North Coast has had a few of those opportunities here tonight. Again, they've just missed their target. Rush on the other end have been the opposite. Cross, Moran. And offside's called here. Entering the final few minutes of play. North Coast just trying to at least get one on the board before we call it quits here tonight. Here's a drive that won't get through. Galindo jumps on top of it. Had a deflection there. Not trying to play the corner game as he rolls it right back out. 79th minute, by the way, Oakland SC up 6-1. They're kind of just piling on the same way Rush is here tonight. North Coast came into this one in search of their first win, and it looks as if they're going to have to wait a little bit longer. A great bounce-back victory for Rush. Falling to Oakland SC 2-1 their last time out. They've shown that they can hang with some of the best. Just couldn't get the job done, but turned around and used that frustration to put together a perfect performance here in this one. Here's a drive. Good save. Here's one that's through. Ooh, Galindo. Couldn't handle it for a second. Deflects off of him out of bounds. And that will be that. Rush Silicon Valley, after falling short of Oakland SC and what was a barn burner there, turn around and roll through North Coast FC Seoul for their second win of the year. Not only that, they match their goal total from the season in just one game, a 5-0 winner for Rush Silicon Valley. Anthony Moran with 2, Donald Rapeau with 2, Rolando Gonzalez with a goal as well to cap this one off 5-0, the victory here tonight. They get win number 2 on the year. North Coast 0-4 on the year, still in search of their first. Big thank you to everyone joining us here on the National Soccer Network. Make sure you like and subscribe to get all of your League for Club fix. Again, coming up on Monday, Inside the Game, 9 to 10 a.m. weekdays, we'll talk about League for Clubs action as we continue to cover this league for the rest of the season and figure out who will separate themselves and finish atop the pack here in the NorCal Conference in 2025. One last time, 5-0 the winner for Rush as they run away with the victory here tonight. And until we talk to you guys next time, so long, everybody.